Yo, what is up? It's your boy Sports PSP. Before I start off the episode, please make sure you like and subscribe to the Sports PSP channel to check out the Sports PSP podcast, to check out the conversations regarding sports, music, entertainment. Please like and subscribe to that. Now, I got to talk about the Washington Commanders. Anyone who knows me knows I am a Washington Commanders fan, and yesterday that was an embarrassing loss against the New York Giants. For the second consecutive time this season, the Washington Commanders were the favorites heading into the game, and they lost. The Washington Commanders lost the game 31-19. No Daniel Jones, no Tyrod Taylor. Tommy DeVito, the third string quarterback, who was sacked 9 times in that game, had over 200 yards passing, 3 touchdown passes, and had a passer rating of 137.7. The real reason why the Commanders lost that game was because of their turnovers. Washington had multiple opportunities to win the game, but committed too many turnovers. 3 fumbles, 3 interceptions. Sam Howell, the Commanders quarterback, didn't play particularly well. And when you look at the Commanders' defense so far this season, it has been absolutely pitiful. In team defense, according to Pro Football Reference, they are 32nd in the NFL in team defense. In passing defense, they're 31st. Only the Los Angeles Chargers have the worst passing defense in the NFL. In scoring defense, they are dead last in the NFL, and they've also given up the most points on defense, 27.7. After the Commanders, then there's the Carolina Panthers. Washington is 4-7 this season. You look at their next 6 games. They got Thursday afternoon, Thanksgiving, CBS against the Dallas Cowboys. Then they have the Miami Dolphins at home. Then they have to go on the road and face the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Jets. And then their last 2 games are at home against the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. I see them winning 1 or 2 of those games. And that would be either the Jets or the Dallas Cowboys game. Because last year we did beat the Dallas Cowboys at home in the season finale. I have thought about this long and hard. Should we fire Ron Rivera right now? Should we fire him today as we speak? If we fire him, hey, Ron Rivera still collects his money. He's done. He gets to go home, be with his family for Thanksgiving, and enjoy the rest of the holiday season. It's fair to say Ron Rivera's days are numbered. So, is it time for us to let Eric Bieniemy become the interim head coach? I feel like I'm setting EB up for failure with these upcoming 6 games that the Commanders have left, but it wouldn't hurt giving it a shot. I don't see the Commanders firing Rivera this season until the season is over. Once the season is officially over, they're going to move on from him because of the new ownership, of course, with Josh Harris and Magic Johnson. They're going to hire a new head coach. Now, there have been reports about Bill Belichick going to the Commanders. I do not want that. Personally, for me, Bill Belichick going to the Commanders, it's kind of like Phil Jackson with the New York Knicks. Yes, some Commanders fans are going to be blinded with the fact that Bill Belichick is the greatest head coach, 6-time Super Bowl champion, kind of like how some Knicks fans were blinded with Phil Jackson coming to the New York Knicks because he's an 11-time champion, greatest head coach arguably in basketball. But Bill Belichick is going to incorporate the Patriots way, and I don't think it's conducive for Washington, considering you look at some of the other head coaches, Josh McDaniels, Romeo Crennel, Bill O'Brien, Matt Patricia. Yes, I understand they're not as accomplished as Bill Belichick. Nowhere near accomplished as Bill Belichick. But this is a different time. This is a different stage. And in this era, you have to evolve. And Bill Belichick hasn't gotten ahead with the times. And look, Mac Jones may not be the best quarterback in the world, but if you put Bill Belichick there, and I believe once he's there, he's going to move on from Eric Bieniemy, and he may replace him with Josh McDaniels or Bill O'Brien. Could you imagine what you're going to do with Sam Howell? Sam Howell, for the most part this season, has played well. 17 touchdown passes, 12 interceptions. He's had multiple games of throwing for over 300 yards this season. He's played his butt off. So with Bill Belichick there, firing Eric Bieniemy and replacing him with Josh McDaniels or Bill O'Brien, I believe that would happen. Because you're not going to ask Bill Belichick to be the head coach. You're going to ask him, he's going to be allowed to do his job. He's going to have final say with the roster, the 53-man roster, and he wants to do his job without someone telling him to do it. So I think for Washington, after this season, they should fire Ron Rivera, and you got to give EB a chance. And I don't understand why not give Eric Bieniemy an opportunity. He comes from one of the best coaching trees in Andy Reid. You'll never know unless you give him a chance. And you look at what he's done with this offense. It's been impressive. My only problem with Eric Bieniemy is that he needs to incorporate the run more. Now, you could look at it and say our defense has been terrible all season long, but he's been doing the best job he's possibly can. And he's shown some potential with this offense, especially with Sam Howell. Washington, what they need to do is improve that offensive line. And then on the defensive side, they got to get some pass rushers because Chase Young and Montez Sweat are no longer there anymore. We traded them. We traded Montez Sweat to the Chicago Bears, and we ended up getting a second-round pick. We also traded Chase Young to the San Francisco 49ers, and we ended up getting a third-round pick. So we have enough draft picks. My thing for Washington for the rest of the season, just tank. Just tank the rest of the season. Try to get a high draft pick and invest on offensive linemen or defensive linemen and go from there. And then do whatever you can as far as getting players in free agency. Because Washington, with the trades of Chase Young and Montez Sweat, we have saved up over $90 million in cap space. So why not invest in that if you're Washington? So those are my thoughts. The season is over. We should fire Ron Rivera. Not right now. I believe once the season is over, because I feel like if Eric Bieniemy becomes the head coach, you're setting him up for failure. And if you set him up for failure, and if he doesn't do well, then what's the likelihood of him ever getting a head coaching job in the NFL? Those are my thoughts. Please leave your comments in the comment section below. Do you think Ron Rivera should be fired today? What should the Commanders do heading into the 2024 season and once the season is over, and so much more? It's your boy Sports PSP. Once again, please go like and subscribe to the Sports PSP channel, and peace.